Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back and trucking across Europe. My wife, who's totally cute, is joining my job. I don't know if she'll appear on top of my truck or not, but we are still using loaner trucks for today. Until we get the $400,000 loan, we'll be in the loaners. Electrics are on. Truck is started. Turn the lights on. And how long do we have for this job? I hear you driving away. I don't see where you are.
I'm behind you.
Ah. So do you want to take the lead or do you want me to lead?
You can take the lead if you want.
I don't have a GPS in my truck. Can you go first?
Okay.
I don't know why they did that, but they probably assumed that we wanted to use. It's time for
Hang on, let me just go and check something because I just heard something fall.
doggy noises. I'm going to get crushed in the gate.
I just heard something fall and I didn't want anything to have fallen on them.
Everything is fine.
So I'm back.
Everything is awesome. The puppies are happy in their little room. I like hearing that turbo whine. I have a car now that has a turbo in it. It's a little one, but it's a turbo nonetheless.
How am I supposed to see the road?
I don't know. God!
Really?
Do you need me to back up?
Yeah, because this truck driving. Oh, wait, no, they're moving. Never mind.
I might have touched you.
I'm sure you did.
I've got my truck, like, kind of dialed.
Sorry, that was a really dangerous intersection.
That's all right.
We need to cut down those trees.
Yeah. That's like England where they put the bus stops, like, right up against the street so you can't see what's coming down the road.
Yep.
Super safe.
Hey, if you're English, you know how to get around it.
Yeah, you crash.
Yeah, you just crash into a couple of buses.
You hope somebody's not coming and you go.
Pretty much.
That was the other thing that really threw me off about driving in northern England. And I don't know if it's I don't know if it's true about the South. What's the matter?
I got a speeding violation. I was going 2 miles over.
The whole, like, no stop sign thing.
Yeah.
Especially when it rains.
No, we don't have stop. Oh, we didn't.
Yeah, you don't.
We don't have stop signs anywhere in England.
No, you don't.
Well, you said you didn't know if it was just a northern thing.
Well, now I know. It's somewhat terrifying when it starts to rain and you can't see if you have to stop or not. Because if you do stop and you're not supposed to, everybody's going to crash into the back of you. But if you don't stop, you crash into oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
Really, really bad design. 100% English.
Yeah, at least here you can't miss the stop signs.
Right. They're big, red, and cute. So we have a bit of a trek ahead of us. Now, we are currently still using in-game jobs. We don't, because we're low level, we can't get the external contracts yet. So that means we're kind of at the mercy of the time clock. Once we get past, and why am I doing that? We use the console to skip night so that you guys can see the roads and stuff. But during this phase of our growth, we can't, because if I skip time, we'll be late for the job. So we have to do the jobs whenever they give them to us during the day, during the night. And so it looks like we're going to have a night drive tonight. I apologize.
No.
Or is it why?
It's only 6:54 in the morning.
Oh.
20:41.
Are you sure?
I can read on my screen.
Oh, because it would be 18:57 right?
No, 2041, darling.
You called me darling. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're going to get there in the evening.
Yeah, we're going to get
Okay,
there.
so it was 4 o'clock in the morning here. I thought it was 4 in the afternoon when we started. My bad. So the good news is this one actually put us during the day. I don't know how many more of these trips that we're going to have to do in other people's trucks. Not a big deal. But I would imagine what our goal is to hit the $400,000 loan. And then we can each buy a decent truck. Though we don't have a lot of options available, so we're going to have to upgrade them as we go, which would be kind of fun too, because we're going to be like making our truck cool. But the other thing that we can do is also buy, hopefully expand our garage, buy a truck, and see how much we have left over, and maybe buy a second truck. Though I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that or not, because with 400, I think the trucks are 130 a piece. That's about 300 total almost. And then an additional 180 for the garage. So that puts us at, let's see, yeah, that puts us over. But we can at least get the garage bought and get a truck going. Or we could take out, if you want to do, honey, we could do a 400 and a 100. Have a monster payment. What do you think? Stupid?
Yeah.
El stupido? Okay. Well, then there's always the other route. Oh, we're going back across the bridge.
Yeah.
The Edit Bridge.
Yeah.
This is such a cool bridge. I still don't have a horn on this one.
I do.
Well, you have a city horn. That's my parking brake. That's not good. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
I thought that was going to be my horn. There we go. Boy, those horns sound almost as good as the horns in Railroads Online do. Anyway, at least there's an echo on those.
So where are we going?
I want to say somewhere in Czech Republic. Is that correct?
I don't know.
The country that's not in Eastern Europe.
Oh my god, stop.
I get myself in so much trouble just because I'm old and I don't know. First of all, I always end up calling it Czechoslovakia, which it's not. People get very offended by that, and I apologize. And then I also offend people because I say it's in Eastern Europe, and they get very offended by saying it's in Eastern Europe. It's funny because in America, like, we could have those things happen. Like, if you could say someone's from the West or someone's from the East. But it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't have those now, I guess North and South a little bit because of the Civil War, but nobody really cares. So for us, like, please do not, hey, we're going through balls again. If I offend you and you're European, it's not because I'm trying to. It's because I don't understand.
You have to have balls to go through balls.
Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to purposefully offend you. I don't necessarily know the customs, the things that are offensive. Obviously, I'm from America. I'm halfway around the world.
And everything's offensive to Americans.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Nowadays. But anyway, I don't do it on purpose. I don't do it to be spiteful.
I love this little town. I could live here.
It is cool. It reminds me of those dare I say, Eastern European farms in Farm Sim 22. Like all or should I say Central European farms. Everybody needs to just calm down. What?
Stop trying to get yourself into trouble.
No, I'm just saying, like, calm down. It wasn't meant to be offensive. Everybody's got to just kind of relax a little. Like, if somebody came out and, like, racially slurred somebody, absolutely you should be upset by that. But saying someone's from the East or West, like, come on. Really? And I'll tell you what, depending on where you live, there's always somebody from the East and there's always somebody more from the West. So what does it matter? God. God! I think I need to turn my brake strength up a little bit. You keep brake checking me, and I'm not stopping.
I'm not brake checking you. There's traffic lights. Right.
Yes?
Our light is still red here, so don't...
Oh, we're turning? Okay. I like the way the brakes are feeling because they're not like... They go the other way. Okay. Crap, and we're going to go now. I need to adjust my brake settings. That's settings in the game itself. The issue that I find is when I leave it at default, the truck just... As soon as you touch the brakes, the truck comes to a complete stop. I don't want that, but I also don't want to be, though this is probably more realistic, honestly. I need to give her some space.
Well, if you get up my butt, it's your own fault.
Up your bum.
I can guarantee that's either red or yellow.
Those are the puppy names, by the way, guys. Here. All the other puppies will have gone to sleep, and there's always one of those two stays up and then yelps because they're lonely. Lonely. They're lonely puppies. They're Mr. and Mrs. Lonely. Oh. Is this Balls? What city is this?
No, we're out of balls.
We're out of balls. This is such a cool overpass. So do you... Oh, you're on the... Yeah. Braking Central. See, and I have no idea where we're going, so I have to stay with her because otherwise I'll get lost. Wait, you're driving a Renault?
Yeah.
That's the ugly one.
You're the ugly one.
No, that truck style's been around forever.
I don't like the indicators on the Renaults.
Why? Because they're like...
Yeah.
Yeah, the Scania ones are a little quieter. A little more refined. Did you know that you're cute?
No.
That you have a cute truck bum?
A cute truck bum?
Yeah, your truck has a cute bum.
Oh. Okay.
How not to speak to women. In general. My wife likes it, though, but that's because she's silly. It's Petron. Meep, meep.
I'm a little bit concerned how a truck has a cute bum, but... Oh, Gus, up yourself.
Good save. Good save. Trucker lingo must be left at home. You need to turn your infractions off. The only problem with pro mods is that exact thing. You're constantly getting caught doing stuff because the speed limit's like 80, 20, 80, 20, 80, 20. Like, it's so inconsistent. So at some point you need to turn your infractions off, and I need to increase my braking. At the next rest stop. Now, I'm driving splitter style 12-speed manual transmission in this truck. So when I stall, like I did in the last episode, it's because I'm actually using a clutch and shifter. Now, I do drive stick shift in real life. My car is a 6-speed manual, and I do stall occasionally. I haven't stalled in about a year. But it does happen once in a while. Usually what happens, especially when I was first learning the car...
No, you stalled a few weeks ago.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Where?
When we were in town.
I did?
Yeah, coming out of Huntington.
Oh, didn't somebody like cut me off or something? I had to slam.
Think so.
Yeah, and I had to slam on the brakes. Well, that's different.
just saying, it wasn't a year ago.
When I first got the car, I would occasionally like put it in third to start instead of first. So I had to get used to the gearbox. And so I'd stall because I was in third gear. But I don't do that anymore. So. But I love driving stick. Anyway, it's not a very realistic setup, I don't believe, for these trucks.
That's pretty.
What? What?
I like your house on the left.
The little farmhouse?
Yeah.
In real life, like my pattern right now is 6 split and then 6 more. For those of you that understand it, you have a 6-speed transmission, and then you have a low, and I think it's called a low and high range. So you have gears 1 through 6 are on the low range, and then you flip the switch, and then you get gears 6 or 7 through 12. We're slowing way down. Oh yeah, this is a big turn. Stay out a little bit. Don't hit.
I know.
You're gonna hit. Oh, no. Oh, there you go. Well, that's a little too out, but anyway. Oh, rain. So I think in real, like with real European trucks, if they have a range and a splitter, it's a 3-speed transmission, which I'm not sure how they do that. Like what the actual shift pattern is. But it's like gears, like one low, 1 high, 2 low, 2 high, 3 low, 3 high, and that gives you 6 speeds or whatever. I'm not sure how it works. Then there's a splitter, and then you have the other. I just don't know. It's different than the American shifters. So I just set mine up for a basic. I think they call it ZF splitter or splitter transmission in the game. It's a weird setting. American Truck Simulator to me makes more sense because you have the 4 gears that turn into 16. So you get your 18 speeds with the 2 reverses, or the 2 lows. Low 1 and low 2. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with low and high. And that's 16 speeds plus 2, which gives you 18 speeds. Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're like, Arthur, what the heck are you talking about?
Don't worry, because I'm not listening.
Go to my...
Hey, did you say you wanted to stop at the next rest stop?
No. Look up Arthur Chapman THRS, I believe it's what it's called. THRS. Let me think about this. Thrust knob. TK. No. TKRS? I don't know. It's Arthur Chapman 18 speed. If you look that up, you'll see. I show how to do the shifting. What are these called? It's a shift knob. SKRS. That's it. Arthur Chapman SKRS. You'll see a video that I did in American Truck showing you how to shift an 18-speed transmission. I did not see a rest area. Why? What's the matter?
No, I said, did you want to stop?
No, why?
Well, you said you wanted to stop to sort out something.
I'll fix it later. I'm just keeping some space.
Okay.
Just let me know when you're going to be like, if you're massively slowing down.
Well, I was only asking because my ride-along dog might need to go out.
Your what?
My ride-along dog. I bring my pet dog with me.
Oh, okay. Well, if you find one, we can pull over. That's fine.
Keeps making smellies.
Boy, this is not the greatest weather.
At least it's daylight.
Oh, hey, there's that bridge again.
I know.
Wait a minute.
The bridge to nowhere.
Are we going the same way that we did before? We are, aren't we? There's a different car parked there, though. What? That's kind of cool. Oh, quit your fussing.
That's exactly what I'm saying. My ride-along dog needs to go out.
Do you need to go out, Alfie?
That's not Albert.
Bella?
Bella! It's her.
It's her what?
Going upstairs.
Oh. Don't you dare. We have
I just called her.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Sorry, this blue car in front of me.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. I saw him. I believe you.
For once.
For once. Well, if you wouldn't fib so much, I'd believe you all the time.
Yeah, it's her, Arthur.
Uh-huh. Well, just find somewhere to pull over and let her out.
I will.
It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. Whoa, curvy.
Ooh, slowing.
Curvaceous. Whoa. Yeah, there really isn't anywhere good to pull over here, is there?
That is beautiful down there.
Yeah, this is a nice valley. With the Henkelsteins.
There's a rest spot coming up on the left-hand side, so I'll take that.
Okay. Take it. Take it to the limit. I'm sorry, I'll stop. I promise. One more time.
Okay, enough.
I got my voice back. I lost my voice for a couple days because of.
It was great.
Because of COVID. Wait, you just passed it, I think, didn't you?
No, there's one further up. That actually didn't even mark down as a rest spot.
Okay. There's another one. Not a very big one, though. Those are like emergency stops.
They're more like passing bays.
Yeah. We don't have that luxury on our side, apparently.
Ooh, tight turn.
Tight tweet. Did you know that you are so cute?
No.
You're a cute wife. Oh, yeah, we got to buy a trailer, too. I forgot about that. So what kind of trailers do you want to do? They've got, like, cool, like, new, I think they're available, like, liquid containers. We could do a dry van like this. Or
I would probably say a dry van. I think we'd get more jobs to begin with.
But if we buy our own trailers, we'll make more money. Because
here it is up on the right.
Okay. Yeah, and see, Moni got sick 2 days after I did, so she still got the residue of sickness.
The residue of sickness.
The COVID. I don't know if it was COVID or not. We don't know. I think it was. COVID's been going around like wildfire.
I think it was COVID. I think you caught it from your friend Brad.
No, because I was sick before I saw Brad. Remember, I was on the way down.
Well, you only had a sore throat.
And that's all I ever got was the sore throat, and I lost my voice. And I told you on the way down that I felt sick, just so you couldn't say that.
Well, I'm still saying it. I still blame Brad.
No, it wasn't Brad's fault. And I didn't even, like, I got, like, within 6 feet of him.
I still blame Brad.
At the most, and we both had masks on.
I still blame Brad.
I had a job with him, and he was 2 weeks after having COVID.
No, he wasn't, and he told you the day before that he was positive still. And lo and behold, we both came down sick.
Yeah, but we were sick before that.
Well, I wasn't sick before that, so
Oh
I can blame Brad.
All right, let the puppies out.
I'm gonna.
Quit arguing.
We'll pause it for a minute then.
You're fine. You don't have to pause it. Just let them out.
Just pause it for a minute.
I can't.
What's the recording do?
Oh, the recording, yeah. Fine. We'll be right Back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the rest stop. We are ready. Don't hit me. I'm parked right underneath you, so hang on.
No, you're not. You parked right next to me.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you turn, you're going to turn over the top of me. So you go ahead and go first. You go first, but I'm going to... There. Should be clear now. Wait, where are you going?
Up here.
Oh, we're going to Hunky Dory? Did you not see me?
No.
The police car just drove into the side of my truck. Oh, pro mods and traffic.
Well, at least it was a police car and not me today.
All right.
Oh, Alfie.
Unadora. Well, no wonder the road looked familiar. It's the same city that we were in last time.
Yep. How's your gas situation?
A little bit less than half.
Yeah, I've got less than half.
But we should be fine. We've got 8 hours, 520 kilometers to go. I don't know how to get the estimates on this one. Hang on, let me see if I can figure this out. That's not doing it.
I just fill up anyway because it doesn't cost us.
I've got about 1,000. I wouldn't do it though. We don't need to. I have 1,000 liters of fuel left. I'm sorry, 1,000 kilometers of fuel left.
Okay.
We're only going 500, so we should be fine. What time is the job due? What day is it today?
I'll tell you.
It's Tuesday at 15:20.
16 hours, 17 minutes remaining.
Okay, so we don't really have time to stop overnight.
We don't need to stop.
It's all right. We're going to have to drive at night some, but that's okay. That stop, we were stopped for a good hour and a half, so we lost some time there. Maybe more. Time really flies. I mean, we were only off for like 10 minutes in real life, but that's like 2 hours
Yeah.
in game. If hours were days and minutes were hours, I would say the repairs will take us 2 days and 4 hours.
What?
It's the Wrath of Khan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nerd history.
Weirdo.
It's their secret code so that they don't get... They're trying to fix the ship, and Kirk's trying to get an estimate on how long it's going to be to repair it.
Okay.
But they know that they're being listened to. So he says, you know, if hours were days and days were... Or if only hours were days and days were... Or if only days were hours. And that way the captain knew that he was giving him an estimate of... Okay, I got to fix that.
I told you we were stopping.
I know, but there wasn't enough time. I was on the brakes, but I just couldn't stop. Hang on, brake. Where is this? Brakes, collisions, bumps. No. Where's the... It's under gameplay? No. Oh, shoot. Don't go too far without me.
I'm not.
Options.
See where the gas station is on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
I'll meet you there.
We'll just keep going. Braking intensity. Yeah, move it up a little bit. I just can't stop. I'm like... I have the G29, and one of the downsides of the G29 is that it has that rubber stop on the brake pedal, which is supposed to make the brake feel stiffer. But it definitely screws everything up when it comes to actually stopping. All right, I'm coming down the pike, so if you want to pull out. Pull out.
I am.
You're never going to make it. Oh, yeah. Nice job. Didn't think we were going to make that, but... You proved me wrong.
I know. But there's a lot of trucks on the road.
Buttloads of them. Anyway, he was trying to tell the captain that it was going to take 2 hours to fix the ship.
Oh.
And he told him it was going to take 2 days. And so then Khan was like, we have time to destroy them.
Oh.
And then when he attacked and the ship was ready, he was like, I thought they got 2 days. They do a number on Khan.
Oh, very interesting.
With my last breath, I spit at thee. It was a great movie, actually. Khan!
Okay, Alpha. Show you my G. You get too excited. You know what happens when you get too excited?
Yeah, I pee myself.
Yes. You're gonna end up bringing all the dogs in here and then you can deal with it. You can do that. So honking at me.
Ah, you cork. Ah.
I'm going round and roundabout. I'm going round and roundabout.
Oh, that's a two-way.
What just happened there?
I was going to smush this car into oblivion, but I decided not to.
No, like with me, I got caught on something, but I'm not sure what.
Probably hooked your trailer.
Arthur.
Yes, my love.
I love you.
I love you too. Are you having fun trucking through Europe?
Yeah.
I says to my wife, I says, if we restart a profile for American Truck Simulator, would you join me? And she says, no. But I will do Euro Truck. I said, okay, deal. Why don't you like American Truck Simulator?
I don't like the trucks. I don't like the road. I'm just not familiar with it because it's not Europe.
The roads are, what's different about the roads?
I don't know.
They're easier to drive on.
I don't really know, you see.
Why is that? Because they're not curvy and
Yeah.
blind intersections with roundabouts?
Yeah. Exactly. I just like Euro. I'm sorry. I'm a Euro girl.
Yeah, you are. I do love Euro Truck. But I might love Montana more.
Ow.
Did you say ow or how?
I said ow. Ow!
What happened?
The baby just booted me in my bladder.
Babies and puppies are everywhere.
Ow.
I'm too old for this.
I'm too old for it. Ow!
We just went through Saccamus.
Sacrament.
We were in Balls and now we're in Saccamus.
I'm not saying it. I'll get told
What is
off.
wrong with this country?
I'm not saying anything because I'm about to get told off.
I'm just telling you what the city names are. I'm not saying anything wrong.
Like I said, I'm not responding. Stop in, there's a train.
Train. Wait, what? Is there a train? Why are the gates up?
Well, the lights are flashing.
I know, I see that. Oh, there they go.
After it's Europe, you know they like flash for like half an hour before they come down.
Here it comes. It was like Thomas the Tank Engine. My son one time was like, yeah, they stopped the train to let the cars pass. I'm like, no, they don't. No, sure enough, they did in Thomas the Tank Engine. I don't know how realistic that is, but...
Well, this is Thomas the Tank Engine, like, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. That was neat to see that go by. That might have been the neatest train crossing I've seen in the game. First gear. Oh, brakes.
No, there's an even better one, and I'm trying to think where it is. It's like awesome.
I like the fact that the train was not like plowing through at 100 miles an hour. That was kind of neat. A little more realistic. Though in England, I mean, all over Europe they go fast, but if it's the Azuma, it's really fast.
Yeah.
I loved riding the Azuma. I would rather do that than an airplane any day. But of course, it's not nearly as fast as an airplane, but it was so comfortable and quiet until I got to sawing logs. So I'm sure I was like 2.5 hours.
I've got a baby kicking me. It's something chronic right now.
Is it Peter? It's Petersville, right? Or
For what?
the town that's north of London, Petersburg. Peterborough. That's it. That's where I woke up. I slept from Darlington to Peterborough.
Yeah.
Blah. And then I was awake for the rest of the ride in.
I miss England.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss England as long as someone else is driving. Don't crash. Euro acres. You're kicking dirt up all over.
Saws.
Slaws? Did you know you are cute?
I did not.
You are. That's some serious road work on the right there with that retaining wall. Looks like it's like handmade.
Probably was.
Hand-hewn.
Have you... Oh no, I don't think you ever did. You never saw the handmade walls up on the moors over in England, did you?
I don't think... I mean, we went up on the moors.
Yeah, there's some very intricate work up there.
Who made it? Monks?
The farmers.
Oh.
And they still maintain them to this day.
Well, that's pretty cool. I like the way you say more. We say moors. You say mules.
It's a moors.
The mules.
No, it's a moors.
Mules.
You are not allowed to make fun of me.
I can't say it. I'm just trying to say it the way you do. Mowers. Mowers. I can't do it. That was where? What was the name of the town that we went to? It's that little village shop. And it had the playground. Where we had the candy doggy incident.
Oh, Danby.
Danby. And Danby's a sheep farm, right?
Most of the farms up on the moors are sheep farms.
Oh, okay.
Because there's such a rugged terrain, that's really all they can farm up there. Like, they couldn't farm cows or anything up there because the cows wouldn't survive.
Yeah, it's real rocky. And are the moors, is that where the Cleveland Hills are?
No. The Cleveland Hills are, like, on the other side of the moors.
Okay. We're turning to the right here?
Yeah.
Ah, there. Now the brakes are working in an emergency. Which that was. That guy just pulled right up, huh?
I wouldn't want to live here.
Why not?
Looks a bit scruff.
Scruffy? Did you say it looks a bit scruff? Mm-hmm. Oop, wrong gear. That's better. We just left Lipova.
Lipova? You mean Lipova?
Do they make lips here?
That's where liposuction comes from.
Liposuction. Liposuction.
Oh, God.
From the town of Lipova.
You and I should not be allowed to record together.
No, because we make really bad dad jokes.
I'm not dad.
I know, but it's still a dad joke. It falls squarely in that category. It's the polizia. Got this little box truck here. I got a bad feeling about this.
Why?
I don't know. I was just quoting the Clone Wars that were quoting Star Wars over.
Don't
and
even
over.
try and say that one.
What? What? I got a bad feeling about this.
No, the name of his town.
I didn't see it, so that's probably a good thing.
That's a very good thing.
I'm gonna see it now, though. Iantonelli? Why is that bad? This is Aerodol New.
I didn't say it was bad, I just said don't attempt to try and say it.
That was easy to say.
Because you'll butcher it.
I'll butcher it. You'll butcher it. You're butchering the dirt on the berm.
I'm going to butcher you in a minute.
People. Keep on peeping. Goodbye, produce truck. That was a cute little truck. Beep, beep. Why can't we buy those kind of trucks in the game?
Why are you so friggin' funny?
Funny. It would be cool if they put expediters in here to start with. Kind of like that over-the-road game where you had like a box truck that you actually started with. And then you could add a trailer to it later when you had money. That guy just went... Did he just make a U-turn in the middle of the circle?
Yep.
Okay, that wasn't just me.
Nope. You just have to ignore some things, babe.
I guess so. We're going to Sesged. Bless me.
You want to repeat that?
I don't know, but I just had a girl sneeze.
Alfie, you always have girl sneezes.
I was like, chewy.
You always have girl sneezes.
I think I beat myself.
Like, you don't sneeze like a boy.
Boy sneezes? Like, achoo! Is that how a man sneezes?
Yes. But you don't sneeze like that. Okay, this baby is really annoying me tonight.
Annoying baby.
It really hurts.
Careful.
I know, I've got a truck right in front of me.
No, it looks like we have to be in the right lane here.
Yeah.
Was this a border crossing here?
It is.
All right. Leaving What were we in? Were we in Romania?
We were in Romania.
No, that's the wrong gear. Oh, frick's sake. I've wrong geared my way into like 2 miles an hour.
You just swore.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I did not swear. What did I say? Don't repeat it. I didn't swear.
You did.
I didn't.
Did.
I did not.
You did too.
Did not. I've been wrongly accused. So I had a wedding yesterday.
Yeah, who did you get married to?
You. Wait, how come it's not telling me to do anything? What am I supposed
Watch the lights.
There's no light.
Yeah, there is on the left-hand side.
Oh, it says green. Okay.
Okay, why would you...
Why would I what?
Seriously, dude?
I don't think you're supposed to go there. I think you're supposed to go straight. But you can do that, and I'll never catch you now, but the next guy's going to bash into you. I think we're supposed to go this way, babe.
Well, it's a little bit like confuzzling.
It's too late, baby, yeah. Come on over here. Over, oh, no, or no. I'm going to go this way then. Yeah. Lorries. What about trucks? Get my sense of humor there. It's bad. I know.
Arthur,
Yes.
do me a favour.
I know. Shut up. I don't remember which button it is to enter. That must have been it. For some reason, I'm not getting any HUD guidance. I must have turned the wrong thing off.
Probably.
Oh, well, it worked anyway.
What?
What happened?
I got an unauthorised boarding crossing.
What? Did they charge you money?
Yeah, €560.
Dude, you got skunked.
I know. Jerks. Oh, you are behind me. Okay.
Why are you over there?
Because I was pulling in because I thought you were still a ways off.
Oh.
But then I saw you just creep up on the map, so...
I'm hammered down and Czech Republic bound. So this is my windows, right? Yep. Okay, that's my other window, right? Yep, okay. This is my... I don't remember what these buttons do. That's not good. Oh, these are the tag lifts. Okay. Yep, busy pressing buttons, about to die. That's my air ride suspension. This is my diff lock, right? Or no, this is diff lock. I can't tell because there's no pop-up. Oh well. I'll have to fix that at the end of the episode. We do want some pop-ups. Like I want to be able to tell when I'm at the border crossing, like what they're asking me, but. Then again, it was kind of neat to just pass through it. I just don't remember which buttons I set to what.
Well, that's not very clever.
I know. That was a nice stop right there. Proof that they do have some stop signs in Europe. I'm going all the way. Still, we've had a pretty good run. No major road offs or events or crashes. Little trailer thumping at the beginning when I had the brakes set wrong. Ka-thunk.
Ka-thunk.
Am I your kathunker?
Yeah.
Kathonker?
Sure.
Kadinker?
Other.
Dink donk?
Stop right there.
Okay, that's the right. Okay, that's that. This should be brights. Yeah.
Can you not turn your brights on?
I'll turn them back off. Just relax. They were only on for like 0.3 seconds.
You scared the crud out of me.
You can say crap. It's America.
No, because I don't want my baby's first word to be crap.
Crap. Mama, dada, crap. Ooh, it is dark.
It's very dark.
But we are flying.
Yeah, we're a little bit speedy.
We're on the speed side.
Yeah.
Well, how far away are we?
3 hours.
Oh, wow. Still got a bit of a trip to go, huh?
Yeah. I don't even know what country we're in.
I'm pretty sure we're in Czech Republic. Let me see where the destination is. It is that button? Yeah, we're going to Debrecen. So whatever city Debrecen is in, or whatever country, I mean.
That's Czech.
Is it Czech Republic?
Yeah.
Czech Republic. Late night trucking with Simone and Arthur. Actually, it is 10:50 here. Holy cow, how did it get so late?
Because we napped.
Oh, I forgot about the nap.
That's why neither of us are tired either.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's just get started. Hey, folks, let's record another 10 episodes before we go to bed.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about, yeah. I need to do a Star Citizen episode, too.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Maybe even 2.
No, you can do them tomorrow.
No, I have to DoorDash tomorrow.
No, today is Euro Truck Day.
Okay. Today can be Euro Truck Day. Tomorrow can be Star Citizen night. Or afternoon or morning or whatever. So it's dashing. It's usually better during the evening.
Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh.
Forte GT. Why does your truck accelerate so much faster than mine?
Because my truck's pretty unique.
I think I got a base model and you got like the luxury edition.
Probably. Because I am luxury.
You have a GPS in yours and everything, don't you?
No.
There's no GPS?
No.
Wow, they skunked us on this trip. It wasn't very nice.
No, I had to put my route advisor up.
You had to put your route advisor up?
Yeah.
Man, that's a rough life. Oh.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. What?
There's something about being hit by a man falling from the sky that would probably hurt.
Who sang that? I know it wasn't Britney.
Oh no, that's
that
like
was Christina Aguilera, wasn't it?
no,
No.
that's like I think like Pointer Sisters or something like that. It's
No. Somebody did a remake.
yeah, they remade it, right? But no, it's.
But I'm trying to think who was it.
I don't know who did the remake. I don't know who did the original.
I don't think it was Christina Aguilera. Maybe.
Shakira.
It was Shakira, I think. Whatever happened?
I know. Donk. All of those are. It's so funny to me because it's like any of that stuff. Now, I will say.
Oh my! Okay, what happened to my brakes?
Yeah, well, that was a dead stop. Wow.
My brakes just failed.
Okay, you can't back up. I'm behind you and off the road.
I know. I was sat on top of the car. Like seriously, my steering just went kaput.
Saved it. No, we still hear Backstreet Boys, but it's funny. Like all
Backstreet Boys are back.
all the
I grew up listening to Backstreet Boys.
or anyway, at the weddings.
Does that make you want to divorce me?
No. At the weddings, you just don't hear stuff from you don't hear Lady Gaga anymore.
You
like
don't?
She was a big hit, it's like it's gone. But you hear Whitney Houston all the time, and you hear, they just.
Wait. You don't hear like.
No, thank goodness.
What about the what was it? The Cha-Cha Slide?
No, I haven't heard a slide this year. We haven't had a single. That's not true. One wedding did that.
Slide to the left.
Yeah.
Slide to the right.
What is that called?
The Cha-Cha Slide.
No, that's not the name of it. It's the something slide part 2, which was the big one. The electric slide we don't ever hear.
Really?
No, that's been dead for like 3 or 4
That
years.
surprises me.
But the
What about Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You?
no, we never heard that at weddings.
That's okay.
They play I Want to Dance with Somebody at every wedding.
Oh my god. I hate that song.
Yeah. What is the name of that song? It is the Cha-Cha Slide, but that's not what it's called. Freak, I'll remember it like in 3 hours from. I'll be in bed. Like it'll be the middle of the night. I'm gonna wake up and be like, "Oh yeah, it was the whatever the name of that."
And then you'll wake me up and you'll be like, "I remembered it."
Yeah. The Cupid Shuffle. That's what it's called. Do the Cupid Shuffle. I hate that song. It's not really a song, is it?
No.
No, that's the Electric Slide. And then they had, what was the other one? That was Robin. Was his name Robin Thicke? Was that his name? I never understood that song at all.
Which song's that?
I can't remember how it goes. It was some stupid song, and he just had like naked women dancing around him.
Mm.
I can't. It was really stupid. Like it wasn't.
Everyone needs naked women.
Anyway, moving right along. I hate wedding music.
Yeah, but that's because you hear the same music every single.
The same 12 songs. I will say the uncle did the DJing last night, which was a little bit awkward because he did make a couple like okay, dude, before you start, you need to tell us that you're starting. Like you can't. He was good about it though because we caught him because we knew it was the uncle. We were watching him.
Right.
So he started going up with the microphone. We're like, whoa, are you going to start something? Yeah, I was gonna. Okay, well, you wait till we're ready, and then when I give you the thumbs up, you can do it. But you gotta wait till we're ready.
Oh my God.
Like jeepers, that was one of the people that I yelled at yesterday. I hate yelling at people, but I chewed him out for that because he was going to get started and we weren't ready. I was ready, but Brad wasn't. I'm like, whoa. When you see that guy set up, then you can go ahead and start, but you gotta wait. Like, you can't start. And so, you know, a minute later, he was, you know, done, and we were started. But I felt bad. I didn't mean to shout at the guy, but I didn't want him to start either because we weren't ready.
Oh, did you ever call Jared back by the way?
No, I sent it to him though.
Ah.
And then we had during the first dance, he turned the disco lights on, like while they were dancing their first dance, and then the photographer yelled at him. So I felt bad for him because he looked really hurt when that happened. I think he was real excited about making it like a real big light show.
Aww.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, he looks sad. So I was real nice to him for the rest of the night. I'm like, hey, you did a great job, you know.
Poor guy.
Oh, is it still raining? I think it stopped.
No, it's not raining on mine.
But he played really good music during dinner. He had like a bunch of like big band classics that you don't normally hear at weddings, instead of the typical crap pop mix. And he didn't do songs like he did. Like they do a lot of big, like, you know, they do the. You hear That's Amore all the time. You hear Fly Me to the Moon. You hear Sailing. Let's go sailing.
Yeah.
They play that all the time. He didn't play any of those. He played a bunch of stuff that you don't normally hear. Stuff that like reminds me of the things that I would hear watching like Steam Railroad videos. Like the Chattanooga Choo Choo, like, you know, they have, but it's just the musical one. It was really good. So that was neat to hear. But I did really try to compliment him.
That's nice. After you shouted at him.
Yeah, I didn't shout at him, but I was a little bit like, whoa, hold on. Like that, gotta wait till that guy's ready, and then we can go.
Poor guy.
Great. We got split up.
Turn left.
Turn left.
How did you know he was the uncle?
Because it said DJ Uncle Tim.
Oh, okay.
And he wasn't there when we got there. And he wasn't there like 10 minutes before we were supposed to start. And he never came and went over the events with us, so. But the good news is he did go exactly to the schedule. So unlike last week where the DJ was like, and now they're going to do their first dance. And we're like, what?
Oh, my God.
That was a horrible wedding.
What
Well, just that little part of it. That was.
The one you did for Jared?
Yeah, it was bad.
You never said anything.
I was not happy. Are you in the left lane or right lane? I don't know where you are.
I'm in the left.
I got like 10 trucks between you and me.
No, you never told. I'm stuck at lights now.
Okay, that's good because.
You never told me that one last week was like a bad one.
No, the wedding itself was fine. Just that little sequence of events was really bad. They did not.
I can't see the lights. Just saying.
It's green.
Oh.
But, oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, you chucklehead. No.
What?
I didn't know you were turning left.
Well, I was in the left lane.
Now I'm stuck.
Why?
Because I'm in the right lane. I was trying to catch up to you.
Well, I was in the left lane. I told you I was.
You didn't tell me anything.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, all you said was you were in the left lane. You didn't say, I'm in the left lane, I'm going to turn left.
Arthur.
Son of a biscuit.
God, tell me what you can't fucking drive.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for letting me over, you piece of crap. Fine, rub my truck if you want. Don't let me over.
Oh my God.
AI traffic. Wait, where? Okay, why is this guy stopped? What the frick? Where are you?
I've delivered my load.
Where? Great. Is it this thing on the left here, Renard?
Yes.
All right. Excuse you. Where does they want the load delivered?
Up your bum.
Up the bum. Yeah, so he just didn't. He changed stuff around at the last second. I went over and showed him my schedule and said, "This is how everything's going, right?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, that's right. Yep." And then when it came to it, it was totally different. So we had the cameras set up in the wrong places.
My God.
I didn't have the right camera running. I missed like the first minute of the first dance because we were trying to fight our way through.
Was this last week?
Yeah.
Or?
I'm just like, are you kidding? That's why I hate. But even with two people, like Seth was with me. And we were just kind of like, what? I don't think this is it. Where am I delivering to? No, it says Renard. Where?
Go back out to the road.
I can't. This is it. I'm in Renard. It says this is where we're going. Renard Logistics.
Yeah, this is where I delivered.
Yeah, I don't. There's no flag.
Okay, why have you got so many things turned off, Arthur?
I don't. It's because it's realistic.
Okay, but it's not because now you can't.
Yeah, but it has the white thing isn't turned off. That was on the last. That shows up, but it's not. I don't see the thing, or the thing. I don't know. What the? Hold on. It's ice. Okay, it's over around the other side of the building.
Hopeless, Annie.
Well, I kind of need a GPS. Didn't think they would give me a truck with no GPS.
You are such a good girl.
All right, so we're going to deliver it there. Oh, okay. Wow. Because that'll be easy. Is that where you delivered it, or you don't? You just skip it, don't
I
you?
skip it.
She's giving the dog kisses. Hi, Hermione.
I love dog kisses. They're not too sloppy. They're not too dry. They're not too thin.
Boop, boop. Woof.
Woof.
Woof. All right, shut up. All right. No. Wow, that's no. Bad dogs.
What
Okay.
are you even barking at?
Nothing. All right, parking brake on. That's not the trailer disconnect button. That's not the trailer disconnect. Oh, I got to turn the engine off. Okay, try that again. There we go. So what's that top button do? That's the reset. Okay, I know what they are now. This is the accept button. Continue. Aha! Long distance level 2. Apply. Apply. Oh, we got 2 messages.
Yep.
We can help you grow. Oh, we have a credit limit of $500,000.
I just took 500 out.
You took 5. Why did you take 500 out?
Because I could.
Because you could. Okay, well, I'm going to do, I guess we're doing that then, huh? Skills 1, long distance. Oh, wait. How come I have 2 skills?
I got 2 skills as well.
So did you do long distance 3?
Yep.
Then that means that we can go, but I don't think we can buy a trailer yet. What skill? Were you level 4?
No, I'm level 3, I believe.
Oh, level 3. So I don't. I'm not sure what to do. But we're going to buy a truck. So let's go to the bank. I'm only going to take out $400,000, I think. I mean, you could grow the company either way, any way you want, babe.
Shoot a duck.
What?
I missed Elton John.
Oh, wow.
He was in Cleveland
Oh, really? When?
last weekend.
Oh,
Remember, we actually looked at getting tickets for him.
yeah. Well, you're too pregnant anyway.
I would have still gone.
Yeah, this is his last tour, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's his farewell tour.
I don't know that I would have enjoyed it that much.
Oh, I would have. I love Elton.
Oh, it's not that I don't like Elton John. I just don't. Why can't I? Oh, they're closed. What? I took out a loan for nothing.
Renault T Sleeper.
Wait, why is it letting me purchase it? Yeah, it's the Renault T Sleeper. I thought you couldn't buy online unless you had...
They must have changed it.
Huh. Okay, well, we're going to set the truck up right now the way that I'm going to base truck it. I'm going to put the retarder thing in. Going with the UK Evolution, which means that we have to purchase a GPS.
Why are you doing the UK Evolution?
Not the UK, regular Evolution, sorry.
I was going to say.
And anything extra. I do want the floor mats that are red around the outside to match.
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, I want to make these trucks nice for people. They can put their own stuff in it, but this is going to be my base truck configuration that I use. And so as far as the upgrades, I'm going to wait till everything's unlocked so I can kind of browse through it. But we do have a paint job that's going to be our standard paint job. So, wife, are you going to do this too or no? I've got my color set already. You doing this or no? Are you busy doing your own thing? Paint. That's not what I wanted. I want that color to be this color. This is going to be our secondary color. And that's going to be our tertiary color. I want this to kind of be, because this is close to the original T-Range paint. I want all of the trucks to have certain features. I'm not going to put all the features on that I'm doing for mine, but at least to get started.
Wait, is this not your truck?
This is going to be the truck that we're using, plus my other drivers are using. So they can do the paint. Though these are, let's see what we got. Paint LED Evolution. They all kind of look the same, don't they? What's the difference? It's different on that side. That costs $3,000. That costs $3,000. That costs, but that's cool because it's got the LED lights. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And then top, same thing, paint LED. There we go. So all the trucks are going to have that. Up front, I want to put, we're going to change this first. I like the gray plastic thing because this is how they used to have it. And I like the fact that it has two different colors. Same thing with that. I want that to be gray on mine or on all my company trucks. And that should, pardon me, jeez. That should do it. And that's the configuration I'm going to run with right now also, so that I don't spend too much money. That's 136. We're going to confirm that. So there's our truck, and we're going to purchase it. Now, we want to buy...
You're not going to be able to get any workers yet because we haven't
locked any... There should be some available, I would think. Well, I want to drive it. I don't want to deliver it. I want to... Oh.
Alpha, can you colour my truck?
I'll help you color it in a sec. Let me finish the episode, and then we'll do that.
Okay.
All right, so we got our purchase. And then the next thing that we're going to do with what's left over in the money, we're going to take a look at our Bulgarian garage. That was just lovely, dear. Wow, lovely. Thank you for sharing that on the video.
Shut up, I'm pregnant.
Dang, they charge you $180,000 to upgrade your garage. Ugh. Okay, there's that. Yeah, we don't need the cutscene. So we got our garage, and that leaves us with 105, which is not enough to buy another truck. But in a couple days, we'll be able to buy one. So that's cool. So we're going to leave that alone. We'll keep the 100,000 in there. So we have our truck. So I'm going to help my wife get her truck put together, and then we'll see you guys in the next exciting episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2 2022. Moogistics Company.
Mooches.
See you in a little bit. Bye, guys. Say goodnight, babe.
Good night, babe.